Chaka.
And this is Anxiety Twins.
You're on your
Welcome.
own this time.
Thanks. I'm on for what?
You just said the name without me.
Oh, that's fine. No one notices. Oh, her lower lip is trembling right now. I apologize.
Anxiety Twins.
I'm sure anxiety. Would that be our slogan? Anxiety. Yeah. You crying?
It's a little tear.
You just crying.
No, you gotta use
twins.
this as a clip for like, why is she crying? Watch the episode.
It's
Literally
just,
no reason.
It's just a reoccurring thing that we do.
My hair
just
looks crazy today.
Every episode, we just have you crying for some reason.
Yeah.
Andrea's crying jail. Corner, and then I go to jail.
What did I say that
loud? All right, so we've been apart for a couple days.
Yeah, it was just 2 days. Relax.
I
guess it was more like 3 actually, because I left Friday, it was Saturday all day, and then Sunday I didn't get here till 6. So
yeah, and then I was out all day on Sunday, so I got home late. So yeah,
you got a lot of shows.
Yeah, had a lot of stuff going on this weekend. You want to talk about your weekend? Or you want me to talk about my weekend?
What do you think? We should have a dice weekend.
I think it would be like a coin flip more than a die.
Boring.
All right, fine. Well, I'll go first then.
Okay.
So I'm a music producer. So I had I do a lot of things. So on Friday, my friend had a gallery opening and they wanted like a bunch of people to come and play music. And he asked me to do it. And I went there. And so the day before, I didn't have like a lot of music.
That was the one called Tapeism?
Tape Sim.
Tape Sim.
It's called Tape Sim. He makes cassettes and he gets like a bunch of local producers and he just like has a monthly, like it's a zine is what it is. But he sends out cassettes. Zine is like a homemade magazine.
Oh.
That someone just makes and they just kind of send out.
Last time we were talking about homemade newspapers.
Yeah. It's sort of like it's a very DIY thing. I feel like it started around like punk rock type thing. Like that's what it feels like. But I mean, I don't really know the history of zines.
I saw that.
Yeah. Got rid of a lot of them, which is good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But so the day before I didn't have, because I haven't worked on music in a while because I've been focusing on comedy for the past couple years. So haven't made as much music, but because my family was gone, I had a chance to
finally peace and quiet.
I got to make a little, like I made a couple songs.
That show coming up.
So I had the show coming up. I had a reason to make it. And, I made like a couple of like new songs. I made a remix and I got to like actually perform them the next day, which is really fun. So that was what I did during the day.
Why were people sitting down?
Because it was at a tea shop and that's kind of just that's the vibe of the place.
Chairs.
Yeah. I don't even think they had chairs. Like they don't have chairs.
I wasn't there, but I thought I saw a picture of somebody sitting in the front row, just watching you.
Yeah, that's what it is. So it's just like tables, and everyone just kind of sits on the floor.
They're sipping their little wine. I mean,
tea, sipping tea, and right next door is a record shop, which is really cool.
I don't think we've talked about the fact that I make you sleep on the floor.
We can talk about that in a minute.
That tea shop reminded me because it's Japanese style. Everything's on the floor.
Yeah. So during the day, that's what I did. So I got to make music during the day. And then that night I had a show. It was a queer BIPOC show called House Party. It was really cool. It was the very first one. And I got to headline that one. And it was like, I think when I showed up, they were like, we only sold like 10 tickets. But so they were like nervous.
Which could always go either way. Yeah. There's really no way of knowing.
Yeah. I mean, there could be people, you sell 10 tickets and only 5 people show up. Or,
each 10 ticket brings 3 more people.
Yeah.
It turns out, which is kind of what happened. Or however that.
Yeah. It ended up being a packed house. It was in a bar, but it was in like the basement of it. And it ended up being like a really fun show. It was like, I think everyone on the show was surprised by how good it was because we were just kind of like, it was their first one. So they were just excited to have people there. It was fun. It was a really great show. So House Party. And then,
the house party.
Yeah, did that. So I was kind of like gone the entire day, all day Saturday. So
You
Friday,
missed out on the peace and quiet that you could have had.
yeah, I missed out on Peace and Quiet on that. So the Friday when you left, that was when I was just spent pretty much the rest of the day just making music. Saturday I was out all day, and then Sunday I have a monthly beatmaker showcase called A Beat Happening with me and my friend Jonas, aka Love Jones. And we put that together. It was the 8-year anniversary show, and where we have just like local beat makers, DJs, singers, whatever come through. Cool kids come through and play, and it was a really fun show. It went really well. Everybody that performed was great. It was really fun. We wish we could have had like more people there. It wasn't as many, but like there's so many events going on for Pride, and just because it's summer and people just want to be outside and stuff. But it is.
Where was it this time? Same spot?
Yeah, L'Atelier Yafe, which is just this cafe that lets us perform there.
Did you catch that really good pronunciation?
Yeah, so the pronunciation, L'Atelier Yafe, it's because I have to host the show and I have to say it all the time. So every month, like I remember
just get up
the first
morning, look in the mirror and be like, L'Atelier. I didn't say it right.
Yeah, every from the first show, because it's been like a year and a half now that we have it there. So I'm like, I got to get it right by now. I can't keep going up there.
You're like, all your attempts. Turn around like,
yeah, there were so many times where I kind of like mumbled it. Give it up for yeah,
French.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a fun show. So we do it like during the summer. We take the winter off, so we do it most of the year. We just take the winter off. A lot of shows
should do that.
Yeah.
Because the winter is like dragging, and then no one comes, and you keep booking people, and then you're like, sorry, I have to book you again.
Yeah.
A day when people come.
Yeah. So that was, my weekend was like kind of all over the place. And I was gone most of the day. By the time you got back, I was still probably in the middle of the show. And then on my way home, I got to see you guys on Sunday afternoon.
By the time you got here, I had already washed and put everything away, which I was very proud of.
Nice. So how was your weekend?
I went camping, as you know. I feel like if people know me from comedy, which not a lot of people do, it's not like I'm famous or anything, but I do a joke about how Mexicans don't like to camp. Or I just kind of imply that Mexicans don't camp. And I mostly do it because people are like, they believe that to be true. But I actually enjoy camping, even though I didn't grow up doing it.
So is that a thing that Mexicans don't like camping? Do you just say that just to say it?
Well, I said it because I do know that I'm more of the anomaly, especially like an actual born and raised Mexican, not like Mexican American. And my mom's like really grossed out by the idea. She's like, oh Lord, hopefully she comes back. Like, I don't know, like really like, oh, this is not going to go well.
Yeah. You think that I dislike camping, but I've gone, like I used to work at a summer camp. I've camped before. I've like, it's just, it doesn't bring me joy.
I don't think that you dislike it. You actively refuse to go. So that kind of gives me...
It wasn't active. I had a bunch of shows. I just told you all the things that I did this weekend.
Purposefully booked so that you can miss out on this camping trip.
A Beat Happening happens every month. It's not my fault that you scheduled it.
It's really hard to schedule a camping trip in Oregon because everybody here, and probably California is the same. I don't know. Everybody here wants to go camping. So when you have to, I booked this in February. It's just like generally assuming that it's summer and I will be able to go. Yeah. It's kind of hard to look that far into the future and just be like, oh, it's a Beat Happening or whatever. Like, I don't know. So I booked that, and I booked 2 spots, and I invited a bunch of friends from school, from my daughter's school, not my school. I don't go to school. And yeah, it was weird. I had never been to that site before. It was like right by the highway, which was not my favorite.
What city? What are we talking?
It's called Beachside State Park.
Okay.
Which is the most generic name that I forgot several times because, like, being a mom, I of course want to change the name of like side of the beach, generally adjacent to sand.
Anything but
any combination of words
but beachside,
besides the ones that are actually the ones. And there's a bunch of other state parks up and down the coast that we've done before, and this is, I think, the furthest one that I've ever done. It was a 3-hour drive. It was intense. Yeah, and the whole time I was just like, I felt like all the kids were looking at me like I was the camp counselor, like I was in charge, like, when can we do s'mores? When can we do this? And I was like, I don't know. Like,
you just seem like the most in charge?
I'm experiencing the same things that you are. We'll figure it out as we go. But
well, you're the tallest person here, so you have to know all the things.
No, their parents were also there. It's not like I took a bunch of kids by myself.
Yeah,
I will say, I think I appear to be the one who enjoys the stuff the most. I don't know, like I'm like, let's go down to the water, and I'm like,
so you're telling me that you enjoyed camping?
I enjoy camping, yeah.
As a Mexican,
you could have seen
enjoyed camping more than the white people that were there.
More than the white people.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
The white people of Oregon. You enjoy camping.
Well, I think they're all from Oregon.
More than the white people of Oregon.
Well, I think maybe because they're just like more used to it. This is like my 4th time. Like Isabel and I have been experiencing this at the same time. Like I didn't grow up camping or anything. We would go to the beach, and the Mexican beaches are better because you can go in the water. Like
everyone says, every beach other than American beaches are better.
Pretty much anywhere.
The water's warmer.
Some meme today about like Texans are like, we don't need Mexico, we have beaches at home, and then you go and it's like disgusting. Like it's the worst place possible. But it is technically a beach, so it's like I guess it counts. So yeah, we would go to the beach. In Mexico, they don't have a lot of like beachside camping. And if somebody's doing that, is like illegal. But so I didn't grow up doing that. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like fascinated by it because it's new to me. Maybe I'll get sick of it later. But yeah, we were outside all of Saturday in the sun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was inside.
Boo.
Having a great time.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, and then, so we're camping, which means that I'm sleeping on the floor. And everybody is like, ugh, sleeping on the floor, my back. I was like, ugh, I can't wait to get home. And I'm like, so at home, I also sleep on the floor. And it's actually harder because it's house floors. It's not like dirt. Like the dirt is actually like mushier.
What makes this worse is that like when we first started dating, like, so it's kind of a thing that a guy needs to have a bed. You need to have a bed and to let like, you know that he's like an adult.
Is like toxic masculinity.
And now. I had a bed. Like, and then I go to your place and you're like, get rid of the bed.
Patriarchy tell you that you need to have a bed frame to be a real man.
And then we moved in together.
It was like a notion that you had in your mind. You were like, I did something here. I'm winning a man.
Yeah, I'm out here. I got a bed. I'm not sleeping on the floor. I'm an adult. Because I went all the way, like in my 20s, sleeping on the floor and then working my way up to a futon. And then got a bed, So as an adult, you're like, all right, you're winning. It
seems like a downgrade.
Yeah, sleep on the floor.
I disagree.
All right, I also just don't generally enjoy sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, I have not been sleeping on the floor for a long time before we met. It took me a while to figure it out. Well, I used to sleep wherever. Like I used to have a floor mattress that was not my bed. It was just in the living room, and I used to have a big bed that was pretty new, and still my back was hurting so much. And I would find myself sleeping on the floor in the living room a lot, where I was like, this isn't my bedroom, but I just end up on the floor because it hurts less. And then I did some research, and there's a handful of people who do this, and they say that it's better for their back. And it's not just but
that's like a classic thing. Like people always say sleeping on the floor is better for your back. That's kind of what people have always said.
And it's not just a mattress on the floor. It's a Japanese all cotton mattress. It was actually as expensive as normal mattresses, but it looks thinner, and it's called, I think I'm probably saying it wrong, Shikibutan or something like that.
You got me. That was very racist what you just said.
it has its own like covers, and there's like not regular American bed size. It's smaller, and then
and my feet dangle off the end of it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
When you moved in, you brought your bed, and I was like, "This is fine. We can do this." And then, like, I don't even know how many months in, I was like, "I just can't. I can't sleep like this." It was terrible, and my back still hurts.
So
no, like,
so we need to get a bed, maybe.
No, my back's always gonna hurt, but it's not like in the morning I'm like, oh Lord, like I had to like roll and then kind of like fall off the bed and then
to get yourself going.
Yeah, to be like, okay, now I'm like in like a 4-legged position, climb up to be standing. I just wanted to do the warm all day and be like, this is me going to work. I put my dress on the floor, scoop my arms in.
All right.
So it's not as bad. But yeah, I think we would ideally have separate bedrooms and I would sleep on the floor.
That would be nice. Well, we'll when the baby gets old enough, we'll give her.
Yeah.
She'll sleep on the shed, and then
sleep in the shed.
We'll give her the shed, and then we'll just have our own bedrooms.
Yeah, I think she agrees with you. She liked our bed better.
Yeah,
but
most people do. It was a nice bed.
Okay, I need.
It was quality bed
on my side.
It's quality bed.
Struggling.
It's 2 against 1.
Yeah, always. Also, my hair is growing from a pixie to a bixie, and I'm uncomfortable.
This happens every few months.
Yeah.
We have this same discussion. And then you cut your hair again. And then a month later, we have this discussion again.
I guess I won't talk to you anymore.
Yeah, it's the best of podcasts. It's just going to be me talking about.
Just you.
Yeah. So you had some topics.
I saw in the news that not the Blazers, but the women's version of the Blazers, which I think are called the Flames, the women's basketball team.
Portland has a women's basketball team?
They didn't. Well, they used to back in the day, and then they didn't, and now they're coming back.
Okay.
Whatever. I saw that in the news that they're coming back. But they were interviewing some people, just fans of the Blazers, just putting some feelers out there, like, how are people feeling about this? And I was very aggravated by those interviews, and I wanted to talk to you about it.
It seems like people would be excited about women's sports in Portland.
So, yes. Consensus were that, yes, we're excited about this. But I feel like a lot of those, so like at least 3 of those interviews were guys with girls, like daughters, like young daughters. And even the ones that didn't have daughters with them were like, oh, it's going to be so empowering and it's so important to see. And I was just really aggravated because like when the men's basketball team, first of all, is a staple and is not going anywhere. Like the Blazers are the Blazers. And it's just like, yeah, they're like, the team, they're in the NBA, they have to win. Like, this is just for sure. But when the women have their own basketball, it's like, oh, it's so empowering. It's so important to see this. Like, if you know what I'm talking about. I get really annoyed because it's like, they're also a team and I don't know how good they are or how bad they are, but not everything a woman does has to be an inspiration. Like, they could be bad at it and it wouldn't matter. They could still deserve to have their own stupid team.
Yeah. Well, first of all,
and the
teams get traded all the time,
like,
so we don't always have the Blazers.
It's so important for my daughters to look up to, and it's like classic. Dad doesn't realize the patriarchy is a thing until he has a daughter, and he's like, "Oh shit, I've been treating women like trash this whole time." Terrible time for me to find out.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's kind of like a classic thing to where one person gets something and you feel like you have to represent everyone. And the more we get like women's sports out there as like just a normal thing and it's not really special anymore, then it'll change. It's sort of like when, you know, the first black person wins an Oscar, they feel like everyone, you know, this is all on their back, and then eventually more people win and it's not as big a thing. So I mean, I see what you mean, but I also get it. Like, it's women's sports aren't as large.
Has to say that it's an inspiration. I guess it's like all they can think of. I guess that's what was annoying. It's just like people weren't like, yeah, I like sports. They were just like, women are powerful, and you're like, I mean, yeah, but you're a sports fan. Be dumb like how you always are. Sorry to sports fans. You don't have to like just come up with a empowering slogan right now.
I mean, also you're on TV or whatever it is. Like, you know that someone's writing down what you're saying. So you're going to be on your best behavior.
You're not writing it down, Lee. Nobody writes or records like this anymore. It was a camera.
All right. Fine.
You with the feather. Hey, what do you think about these cows? You have to move your shoulders a lot when you do that for some reason. So I don't know. We're gonna get half season tickets. I'm not gonna commit to a full season. I don't know why.
Why are we getting half season tickets?
Because women are empowering.
Because you just want to empower women. That's it. You don't care about the sports. You just want to support them just because.
Because they sell pizza there.
They sell pizza everywhere.
Yeah, but you can also with a show.
All right. Is it going to be in the same place?
I don't know. Did you see that Portlandia episode when they go to the Blazers games? The two like lesbians that own a bookshop go to Blazers games, and then the cheerleaders come out and they're like, "Let them speak. This is a private show. This is something you would do for your husband." That's gonna be me at the women's basketball team. They deserve for you to be indifferent about their power.
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty indifferent. I'm not a sports guy. So I don't like.
You've been saying you're a sports guy for like weeks.
I mean, I'm wearing a TJC baseball.
You've been saying it sarcastically, I guess.
I am wearing a baseball shirt.
Sarcasm coming your way.
Yeah.
It's funny because it hurts your feelings.
So I don't really think like women's sports, men's sports. I don't support either.
Yeah.
So
you hate all genders.
I hate everybody. No, I just like I'm not.
Genders do not matter to me.
Yeah, I'm just not a sports guy, so it doesn't. I don't really think about it. I'm just like, okay, well, cool. We have a team. Well, good. Yeah. Are they gonna pay for their own stadium?
Yeah.
As opposed to our taxpayers.
Oh, does that ever happen?
That happens all the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the people pay. Like every time there's a new stadium, and they,
give the people what they want, and then also make them pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
I always say. Damn people.
Yeah. So I mean, that's all I really care about is if they're building a new stadium, who's paying for it?
I'm not gonna notice if they take my money for the stadium. I'd be like, oh, shit.
But they're. I mean, because it's women's sports, they're probably not getting their own stadium. I feel like it's probably not
the Blazers.
It's probably not gonna happen.
Do the Thorns play in the Timbers stadium?
Yeah. So yeah,
classic misogyny stadiums.
Yeah, misogynistic stadiums. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what? Any other topics?
I'm growing pumpkins right now.
Cool.
They're behind you. And I've been doing a lot of research on how to grow pumpkins because I started growing them in June or May. I started in May. And these are for Halloween pumpkins. Like I want to have our own pumpkins to carve on Halloween. So I had to subscribe to the 4-month commitment of growing your own pumpkins, potentially more. We'll see when they actually grow. So I started doing some research on like what I need to do. They're like behind us. I don't think they're on camera though. Maybe a little bit behind you. The vines are growing.
And if you're listening, we're outside.
You know what pumpkin plants look like.
Yeah.
They're just vines.
Probably not.
I tried to do some research and now my algorithm knows that I'm interested. So my feed is all pumpkin sex.
Pumpkin what?
Sex.
One more time?
Pumpkin sex.
Tell me more.
It's really uncomfortable.
What's happening? What's happening?
So I thought I would tell somebody I trust. I need this feed to stop.
Well, I mean, what are we talking about?
So pumpkins put out female flowers and male flowers, and you can just not do anything and let the bees come and pollinate your flowers, or you can kill the male flowers, just like scissors, and then put that inside the female flower. So, but like all of my feed is just like people like rubbing plants on other plants. And
nice.
I mean,
yeah.
I get the concept. I don't need the 3-minute video. I think I watched like 2 because I was like, what else is gonna happen? No, that's it. Just really slow, like.
It's nice. Do they play music or anything? Is some slow jams happening while they're
just going for it?
All right.
So you see me out here
rubbing flowers and playing
flowers on flowers.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Well, I didn't know it was that simple. I don't know. I thought it would be more scientific than.
Yeah. It's just pollen.
Yeah, I guess so. But
just
okay.
Spilling seeds all over the place. Also, tomatoes have little flowers. You're supposed to like tap them like this for some reason. So
I tap them so the pollen comes off.
I think so.
And then bees come. Like what happens after?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I just do this. I shake the plant.
Shake the plant, get the pollen off.
We have a lot of bumblebees. It really shouldn't be my job. It'd be like I should have a bumblebee meeting and be like, listen up.
You need to start pulling your weight.
You fussy balls of useless.
Don't upset the bumblebees.
No, they need it. They need.
Yeah,
they need the tough love.
All right.
Listen, you're adorable, but I can't keep seeing you out here rolling on the wood chips. That's not doing. Who's that?
Who's that for? Yeah.
What is that? You're like, what are you doing?
Well,
back to work, bitch.
Yeah. Okay. So
what's going on with the garden?
So your TikTok is just full of pumpkin sex.
Like a walk through my garden.
That sounds.
Which also sounded really.
Walk through your garden. So gross. What's TikTok done to you? You just become disgusting.
I need to quit.
Gross.
Also, TikTok just keeps trying to get me to buy stuff, so I really need to get off there. It's
what are they getting you to buy?
They're always something new. It used to be that TikTok was like, buy this one thing. For like months, they would try to get me to buy one thing, and now it's like this thing, that thing. Well, this. Huh? Does that work? Are you into this? Pumpkin sex?
Yeah. So we talked about earlier that like I'm not on TikTok. I mean, I am on TikTok, but I don't use it.
Don't use it.
So
every time you go to your feed, it's Jesus.
Yeah, but it's different. Like sometimes it's just the very first time I ever went on TikTok, it was a family of people singing like religious songs.
Aww,
that's what it was. Who knows?
This is how I fall down.
Who knows? And then sometimes, but it just went like sometimes it is that, sometimes it is like AI MAGA stuff. Sometimes
I know how you love that.
Sometimes it's like anti-Trump stuff. That's kind of the big thing.
There's only two groups of people in the world. Pro-Trump and anti-Trump. And we're going to figure out which is you.
And because I never like stay on anything for longer than half a second, it's always something like weird or different every time I open up TikTok.
You're missing out, man.
I don't think I am.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's not on pumpkin sex?
I mean...
Nice.
Nice.
The
other thing we did is we watched Zombies 4.
Zombies 4.
We finally watched it. We've been waiting. The countdown. It's finally over.
And it was, in my opinion, the worst of the 4.
And also the worst movie of all time.
All time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I know.
All right. And you've only seen like 5 movies.
Which is, that's a lot.
So out of the 5 movies you've seen.
It was a waste of my time entirely. I have not looked this up, but I'm pretty sure it's written by AI.
Possible. The first one,
most nonsensical.
Well, the craziest thing is that we found this out after the fact that our daughter didn't like the first one. Did you know that or no?
Well,
I assume
think she's lying.
Really?
I don't believe her. She didn't like the first one. Then how do we get to number 4?
I think I think she was just watching it because her friends were watching it and they knew about it. So they were excited about it. She was like, okay, well, I guess I'll watch the second one. She was also a little
agent of evil because she was trying to get other friends that didn't know about that movie to also watch. She was like, and you didn't like it? And this
I don't know.
Time?
She's an influencer.
Yeah, she's an influencer. We're just trying to get up to her level. She actually asked me the other day, we were giving her credit for the Anxiety Twins. She was like, you have to give me credit for that.
Well, she gets to eat and sleep.
It's not the same.
No?
Also, those are not things she likes.
She loves sleeping and she loves eating. She loves both of those things. No, so what I figured out was that like she didn't like the first one, so I asked her like which ones, like what is the order, and she was like, the fourth one is my favorite one. And then it pretty much just goes back.
And I told you.
So 4, 3, 2, 1. Like that's the order.
That's not an actual thing. She was just being like Lundy and saying that her favorite movie is whatever she's watching right now.
Stop mentioning people that no one knows.
It doesn't matter. He knows who he is.
Yeah. So we got to the fourth movie before she was.
Hearing bees, I'm scared.
Before she was. Well, you were talking shit earlier, and now
that's why I'm scared.
Now they're coming after you. Eh? All this anti-bee content.
It's not anti-bee. It's for bee work.
Pro work.
Pro work.
Pro worker bee.
None of these.
All right.
Diddle dallying.
How do you feel about the queen? Anti-queen?
Oh yeah.
No monarchs. No kings.
Well, no king for sure. Bees have never had kings. That's not a thing. They're always like die.
Nice. All right. Well, so Zombies 4. Worst movie of all time.
And then we watched K-pop Demon Slayer.
Demon Hunters?
I thought it was Slayer. Maybe it is Hunter.
I had heard about the movie before.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it.
And
I didn't believe them when they were like, this is actually good.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, the reviews seem pretty good, and it seems like the most adults like it because the music is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can watch it and not like hate the music.
You know more about music than I do, seeing that you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think they managed to get the music to be good?
I think they just got, I mean, the same way you do anything. You just get people that actually like care about music to actually make, like, I feel like
some research of maybe it's like the same people that make the actual K-pop.
Yeah, I feel like it is those same producers and writers that make K-pop probably made the music on
I almost showed Isabel a little video of like actual K-pop because I was like, I don't know, just to like see for context, like this is a real thing, and the not the Demon Slayer part, but Demon Hunter. It's just they're slaying them. So how is that? They're constantly slashing.
Well, let's see if it's slaying or
literal slaying.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is slaying.
So that movie was good, and I really appreciated how funny it was. Like they have the kind of comedy that I enjoy, and the story made sense, which is the total opposite of Zombies 4. Zombies 4 is like, well, first of all, it's the fourth one, so that tells you that they're running out of shit to talk about. But there is actually like a logic to it. Demon what? Hunters. Yeah, it should K-pop be Demon Hunters. They have giant knives and they slash them open.
There is a K-pop series called Demon Slayers, I believe.
Oh no!
But yeah. I think because you're thinking Dragon Slayers.
Dragon Slayers? No. That's not a thing.
No, I think it was a story that actually made sense. It is like there is like a lot of elements to it that aren't just like they didn't just take a K-pop story and make it American. Like it does feel like a Korean type story. Yeah. Like they don't tell it in the same way with like magical creatures.
Yeah,
and things like that.
Not dragons. Now you have me thinking about dragons. The demons are not actual demons. There's like, for what I understand, is like an analogy for when somebody feels unworthy of whatever else. Like every demon that we know of, because there's also the demons that are just like a shadow because they need a lot of them. But the demons that we know of are like people who were down on their luck and they made bad choices and now they feel unworthy, which feels like a core element of Asian culture, even though I don't know that much about it and maybe I can speak on it, but like being the kind of person the person that is like worthy and like brings honor to their family or whatever. Like they didn't say that, like how Mulan was like very like on the nose, but everybody was just like trying to be a good person, and even the dragon hunters themselves had those issues. They weren't sure about
at any moment they could have become demons too.
Yeah,
like they almost did too.
So, and they also like one of them was like, should we be hunting them, slaying them?
So it was a good movie because it actually had like a story that made sense.
Yeah, and it had
good music and
almost a lesson that they learned.
Yeah.
Zombies 4 is just like I don't even know what the plot.
Well, I mean, all the movies are basically kind of, there's two people that don't get along and now we get along.
Yeah.
Like the first one was almost about integration, kind of. Like they tried to like force that into it, which was.
And I think at one point Isabel was like, wait, so they don't like them only because, I think we talked about this already. Like, they're like this. Did we talk about this on the podcast, or was I telling you that?
I think you were just telling me.
Offline. Yeah, like, she was like, it's so unfair that they're only not letting them join their school because they're zombies. Which, like, if it were Black people, then it would be unfair, but zombies eat your brain.
Yeah.
So not a one-to-one comparison.
Yeah.
But she was like, every once in a while she would kind of catch on to the actual point that I guess they were trying to make, because they were out of other points to make. And
then like every movie, they just introduce a new monster, and then that monster has to integrate into their society. Do you think it's the same thing over and over?
The zombie saga could be rebranded as Pride and Prejudice.
Why?
Because they are all like, who are you? I'm better than you.
You know more about Pride and Prejudice than I do.
I do not consent to being around you. And then they're like, wait, I mean, they're not that bad.
I saw
every time somebody gets introduced.
I saw the newer movie Pride and Prejudice. We watched that together, but like I never read the books or like the older ones, and that was the first time I'd ever seen it. So I'll be honest, it didn't make a huge impression on me. It did not. It was fine for what it was, but like it is like I know it's a movie that I watched, but I don't remember a whole lot about it.
It's on your list from when you used to keep track of the movies that you watched.
Yeah, I still do.
Oh, you still do?
Well, I do on Letterboxd.
Oh.
Well, Letterboxd you can have like a diary of all the movies that you've watched. So it makes it, that's pretty much all I use Letterboxd for, and to look at reviews and stuff.
I'm never on there.
But yeah, you can like, after you watch a movie, you can say that you watched. Then throughout the year, you can be like, hey, I think so far this year, I've watched over 70 movies.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't want to be overloaded with information.
So
I don't want to know all that.
All right. You don't want to know how many movies you want to know how many hours you've spent on TikTok? No,
I don't want to watch that many movies. I don't want to have all these characters and stories. I get overwhelmed. My brain's like, no.
But let's just watch all 4 zombie movies.
Well, that was for my baby. I was doing that for my child. Oh. And we haven't even made it to mermaids. It's been...
I think the next one is going to be mermaids.
The saga is still called zombies, even though the movie is very much about the bland people, like whatever, like the human beings, I guess.
No, like, there's no humans.
Yeah, the humans are the normal people.
But like the last movie didn't feature any humans.
Yeah, except that one girl that came from the town.
She's isn't she an alien?
Half alien. Also, like at one point they set it up to where it seemed like she was also a zombie, and then they took it back, but it didn't make sense anymore. And they were like, "Oh no, she's an alien," and I was like, "Why? Like she could have easily just been a zombie. It was so much easier."
Yeah. So the first one,
hair stopped being white.
The first one's it's aliens versus just the normal people of the town.
Plain people.
Yeah. The second one is that the space one? Or is that werewolves?
The second one was werewolves.
The second one is werewolves, and then werewolves versus...
No, they were setting it up to make it seem like she was a werewolf, and that's why her hair was white. We didn't know this whole time why her hair was white.
And then the third one is space. And then the fourth one is...
Our mistake. And I think she's just one of those white women that is like, if she's dating a black man, she like acts... like she's black. She's dating.
So she acts like a zombie because she's hanging out with a zombie.
She can't just have her own personality. She's like, now I'm an alien because I'm hanging out with these aliens. That's where it all comes from. And then they were like, the last one or the fourth one.
The fourth one is weird because like
they're vampires.
They're vampires versus daywalkers, which is not
also vampires.
Which is both vampires, but neither one of them had vampire skills at all. Like none of them.
No skills.
None of them drank blood.
Like in the future when they drank
blood fruit. Yeah, they were fighting over blood fruit. That's what the whole thing was. But like A daywalker is a vampire, but the daywalkers don't have fangs.
For some reason, they just are able to go outside.
I don't know. It's just but also the vampires could go outside.
Yeah, all of them.
So
they were all outside.
If you're a vampire that goes outside, you're a daywalker too.
At a summer camp, like
and there's a summer camp. It's ridiculous.
Werewolves would have been a good one for a summer camp. They'd be like, hell yeah, let's go outside and run, let's chase this ball. Vampires are just sitting there like, we are dead. We don't need to exercise.
Yeah.
And I think like zombies have this wristband that makes it so they don't eat people's brains.
Mm-hmm.
So they could have gone that route with the vampires where like they would eat your blood or drink your blood if it wasn't because they're wearing their wristband. Because blood fruit? The fuck is that? Like they were just trying to switch it up so they're not dangerous.
Yeah,
they should be dangerous. Otherwise, they're not vampires. They're something entirely different.
I mean, I did look up the people that wrote it, and these guys, they pretty much only wrote like all the zombie movies, but then like one other like low budget like Disney movie, and that's kind of this is kind of all they do.
Was it one of my favorite ones?
No, it's the one that you've never heard of.
Oh. Why wouldn't you tell me the name? You don't want me to watch it.
Well, because then I would have to look it up, and then I would have to ask you to carry the podcast for 2 seconds, and then you just stand there and.
I feel like beef jerky from being in the sun so much last weekend. Also, I got color. Like I can actually do my Mexican jokes now.
Nice.
Before people were like,
"Good for you."
Was this white lady trying to talk about being brown according to her?
But there's one thing I want to talk about K-pop. How much do you know about K-pop?
Not much.
Most K-pop, if you like listen to it, it is based on, and J-pop too, is based on like 90s R&B. They're just doing like boy band stuff, which most people associate with like New Kids on the Block, but it actually started with New Edition. It is.
They both start with new, so
yeah.
Of course it was going to get confused.
Well, the story of that group is that the manager of New Edition, the manager was like, I want to make like a new Jackson 5. This is like mid 80s.
Okay.
I want to make a new Jackson 5 because, Michael Jackson is a grown man now. So Jackson 5 doesn't exist anymore.
Black?
So yes. And so he's from Boston. It's like, we need to get some kids together and, start a band, whatever. He did. It worked out. But one of the guys in the group, Bobby Brown, he was having issues with the manager, and he said, either he stays or I go or whatever. And Bobby Brown left, and then the manager said, you know what, I'm splitting too. So he left, and he figured out, okay, if I can, and he made New Edition, big hit. And he was like, if I can do this with black kids, what if I did with white kids? So that same guy,
that seems like,
started New Kids on the Block.
The conclusion that I would have come to, but okay.
If I can make these black kids popular, I bet if I did it with white kids, it would be even bigger.
You make the white kids dance. You can't have both.
Well, then we got New Kids on the Block,
and that's how we got those weird dance moves that all the.
So that is like all modern boy band, girl band, like all that modern pop music all comes from these 5 kids, which is they're still performing actually. A New Edition, but
we should go see them. Are they coming to Portland?
I don't know. Let's go check it out.
We'll figure it out.
So I have like a respect for K-pop because they can sing, they can dance, they can do all the things, but I can't remember who said this, but it is something that really rings true. It feels like someone is taking my culture and selling it back to me. Because when I look at it, I'm like, oh, you're just doing what we were doing 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is very good. I'm not saying that they can't dance and can't sing. Like, they're very good at it, and they're, they can do all the things, but
and I don't know much about it, but it feels very, maybe too clean. Like the way they train for it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like
it does feel very cult-like.
I wanted to show Isabel the clip because it's almost unreal. Like it looks like the cartoon. Like this is what they actually look like. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, the way, like, you can't, if you're in one of these bands, you can't do drugs, you can't, at least publicly, you have to be like squeaky clean the entire time you're there. And you're kind of just, it feels very cult-like, like to be in one of those bands, because they make up your entire image and you're just in it until you're out.
Because there's so many people. Like if it was like, say, Britney Spears, like they controlled her a lot, but it was just one person.
Yeah, and there's no way that everybody's making money because there's so many people in that band. There's some
like shows have like 20 people in the lineup, and you're like,
it's like that. Who's bringing home all this money? Because that's not an equal split.
Don't they make a lot of money though?
Yeah, but that's between a lot of people, and by the time they get to a certain age, they're out. Like you turn like, you're in your 30s, you're no longer
like ballerinas.
So you have to, pretty much give your life away for your 20s, and then hopefully you get a good cut.
The most famous person from White Lotus was the girl that's a K-pop artist. That's like, acting is like, I assume her side gig now that she's like, I'm getting old, I might as well start doing other things before the call comes that they're looking too much like a woman. Even though they're all, I mean, that must be hard to have like 7 people look exactly the same. Well, not exactly the same, but they're like very similar in height, width, etc.
Yeah, and every K-pop has like a rapper in it that does the little rap in the middle of it. I know, it's just like, I can't say that it's bad, mostly because I can't understand what they're saying, but also like you can hear like the flow of it, and they're like, okay, the person is very good, but it also feels like someone just copied, paste,
that's what I'm saying,
and then trying to sell it back to me.
It's too clean. It probably it doesn't have as much soul or any, because it's just like about, they figure out the formula and they just repeat it.
But respect.
It's a lot of work. It's not hard. What was that movie we were watching with the guy that's a monkey and he was also in a boy band?
Better Man.
We were going to talk about that last time. It reminded me because the boy band, obviously there's drama. Like you put all these boys together and like something's going to go wrong. And we were talking about how we were like, I guess we had different takeaways. Like we're like, what's the point of this movie actually? Yeah,
so Better Man is a movie about Robbie Williams, who is huge, maybe everywhere else. I mean, at least in the UK, he's huge, and maybe he's popular everywhere else in the world. I have no idea. But
once I looked him up, I was like, oh, I know who he is. I told you he has that one song that was at every quinceañera and every wedding and every graduation in Mexico. And when I saw the movie, I was like, oh, this song has no business being in a place where young people are. This is about a grandma dying. And the song, and they put it's a good melody, but the lyrics don't make sense for like a quinceañera. Like,
that's the exact opposite.
Something angels instead. I'm seeing angels instead, like because his grandma's no longer around. And it's just, I don't know. It in the early 2000s, it just was everywhere. Every party.
And he had one of these careers where it was just, even if you don't know who it's him, you know the song or something like that. But in America,
few of them made it.
He tried to break in America, and it just didn't happen. So he's not really known, which is why
his last attempt. Like,
maybe
remember me?
But the movie didn't do very well, at least here, because like most people don't know who he is. Like if it was like the Elton John movie, Queen movie, everybody knows who they are. People, they did very well. People went to go see him.
Even the one we just saw in theaters, we saw half of it in theaters before, because we had to go to your comedy show. What was that one called?
Oh, it's the Bob Dylan one.
Perfect Stranger or Total Stranger?
The Bob Dylan one?
Yeah.
No. I can't remember the name of it.
Something stranger. Oh, unknown.
Yeah, complete unknown.
A complete unknown.
Complete unknown. Total stranger. I mean, close enough.
That's why I need to make a joke about that, because honestly, like, Linda from Bob's Burgers does it, but it's not. It's like, it's not just her or me. Like, it's a mom thing to just be like, you just take a phrase and completely change it, and you're like, yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, you're completely right. Complete unknown.
That's
stranger. It. Total stranger. Yeah.
Total stranger. Perfect. Complete unknown. Who's his and what's his, whatever.
Yeah, people know Bob Dylan, so I'm gonna go see the movie, but people in America don't know.
And that wasn't even the first and only movie about Bob Dylan.
Yeah, there's so many.
Keeps on giving.
So the part of the reason, like I guess the surface level reason why, you know, they made him a monkey in the movie is just so that it would be something different. So that people would be like, what is this movie with this person is like this playing a monkey? So that's part of it. But the more artistic reason why is because, like, he felt like an outsider. So that does make him, that always, like, if he's the only person that's like that, it does make it seem like he's, you know, the outsider.
I like how they ignore the fact that he's a monkey the entire time. At first you're like, but he's a monkey. How's that gonna work out? That's his dad. There's no way. None of these people are related to him. He's a monkey.
Yeah, and also because he's an artist, he performs all the time. It's kind of like, you know, you're just a monkey on it. Yeah, just a dancing monkey.
Yeah, but the whole, like, he was having a really hard time, and he wanted to be an artist. Like, that was his dream, and then he got it, and he was like, this is not.
Yeah, so
expected.
We had like different takeaways from it. Like, mine was, it is a very, like, pretty standard biopic. Like, it didn't. It's pretty much this person as a kid.
You thought it was straightforward.
Yeah,
but that's just how you are.
I mean, but the
things straightforward.
But this. If you watch other biopics, that's what happens. The person is a kid, they dream of being a star, they become a star, they finally get it, and then they realize it's not what it's cracked up to be, and then they turn to drugs and sex or whatever.
Other kids will learn from this.
And then they finally, you know, they hit rock bottom, and then they survive, and then they, you know, they make it to the other side. That's every biopic ever.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's very generic. The thing that I enjoyed at the end was the ending where he brings his dad up on stage and he basically forgives his dad, which, like, I was like, that was good. But then also at the very, very end after that, he just kind of like, he made peace with himself on stage. Like, he defeated all of his demons. He accepted that, like, he is who he is, and, you know, he is, I mean, obviously he's a little braggadocious, you know, at the end. I mean, he's singing Frank Sinatra's My Way. And just like, I thought that the father thing would be like, okay, that's it, but then it went one step further by showing, like, he was okay with who he is now. And, like, that kind of sealed it for me to make it like, okay, it's a little more. I'm not saying like it's an incredible movie, but it is a movie that I would, like, recommend, I would say, because there are, like, cool stuff into it. Like, there's some crazy dance scenes in it.
Yeah.
That I think are great music scenes that are in it. And I mean, if nothing else, the CGI is incredible.
He looked like he was there.
Yeah, very, very emotional. But
would like to see some behind the scenes of what that looked like, because it must have been a guy with, like, all these dots on his face.
Yeah. But you thought it was a little more self-serving.
I felt like it was very, like, poor me. I'm having a really hard time, and I felt like the movie spelled it out for you, because just the exaggerated way that he was living when his friend goes to visit him, and he lives in a mansion, which is to tell you, like, yes, he finally made it, because before he was to visit a different friend from his band at a mansion, and he kind of looks around like, I wish I had a mansion like this. Like, that's not spelled out, but he just looks at the house like, damn, like it has a giant driveway and everything. And then he eventually gets his mansion, and then there's like broken glass all on the floor. Like, there isn't a single clean surface.
Yeah.
Everything's just trashed, which is to say, like, I'm just having such a hard time, and I hate myself so much that I don't deserve a single corner of a couch that doesn't have broken glass on it. Yeah, and a lot of like self-hatred, which is the demons. Like, but to me, I don't know, it just felt like we were very much meant to be on his side. Like, there was never really like, I don't know, I wonder about his mom. Like, she just kind of seems like the grumpy one that's like, ugh, why are you fans following you to my house? And then at the end, she just seems like she's fine. Like, he says, I love you, Mom. And she's like, thank you, love you too. And
yeah, we didn't see that relationship at all.
Like, how she's dealing with it, or like, you know, his dad wasn't around very much until he was famous. So how does that work out?
Didn't see that relationship
all
at all.
So it was all very much like his point of view and his poor mental health and everything. Just, it makes you feel like, oh, can somebody see this man? Can somebody just like notice that he's in trouble and help him? Because he is just so helpless, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, my problem with the movie, which is why I wouldn't say it's like a great movie, is that there was no moment when I felt like I understood why he was so sad. Like, I get it. Like, obviously you know, you get the thing that you want and it doesn't turn out to be what you want. And like, I understand it like in like intellectually, but like emotionally it never hit me. Like, even in the most basic way, like in a movie where there's someone like it's a popular kid in school and they're like, yeah, but you don't get, like, because people see me this way, I have to act a certain way, I have to do all these things or something. And they kind of like say like, okay, this is why, you know, being me isn't what it's cracked up to be. And I don't think there was any moment that was just like that. It was just like he was going, everything was going well, and then just like everything about his life was terrible. But that's impossible.
That's what I was telling you, that I wish the movie had like an alternative universe in which he's not famous, because I really feel like what they were trying to tell us, even if they didn't know, is that he is that way. Like, he is that's who he is. Depressive, manic, bipolar, something, like something. So that it's just that stage and lights and schedules and all that made it worse, but that's just how he is. Yeah. And that's why you couldn't understand it. Like, they weren't explained. It wasn't like situational. I think he just had a mental health problem. But that's why I think an alternative universe in which he's not famous and he's just like poor and broke and depressed and like having similar issues, but just without the attention, would have made it more clear. Because like those demons, like that he was like quote unquote demons that he was battling.
I mean, he literally battled his demons at one point.
Yeah, quote unquote. But also, I mean, they were not actually there, but they looked to be. Were probably just things from his childhood, things from how his brain is, and you couldn't blame the music industry if you wanted to, even though it is hard.
Because there was never a moment where you saw, because like if you're this big star and you're going on stage every night, he has to like practice and perform. Like, he has to be doing well. Like, he has to be, and there's no moment where you ever see him like actually like nailing it or like doing well or performing, doing the work. You never see him doing the work. He has to be doing some type of work. He can't just like be drunk and then show up and do everything.
Like, oh, this is what you worked for and this is what you always wanted, and they talk about it, but he appears to just drag himself from bed and onto the stage, sometimes literally, and is like on the floor. Like, that's that scene early in his career when he's still in the boy band and he's like on the floor, and then all of a sudden gets up and starts dancing. I was like, I was not expecting that. I thought he was just going to be on the floor the entire time. And the fact that they let him go up there is just like, why?
So all in all, like, I think it's worth watching. I wouldn't say it is very I think it's very entertaining. There's like some really crazy scenes in it. I mean, the fight scene is great, and then the dancing scene. Like, there's one like really really big dancing scene where he's dancing all across the.
There's
the
some
city.
happy dancing moments that are fun to watch. Like when they get as a band, they get what they wanted, and they're just like running through the city.
But like, if a person, well, my issue, my problem is that like if people liked all the other biopics, this should have been just as big because it's. I feel like it did the same things. It's just like people just didn't know who he was, so they don't care.
The monkey actually worked against them because now you have to Google this man. Like, I mean, maybe if they put his face, I'd still be like, doesn't ring a bell. But it would a little bit more likely for you to know who he is than like there's a monkey and you're just like.
I mean, I don't think anything would have, because like in America specifically. I don't think like his face doesn't really.
They were like a monkey's face would be more likely to sell than this.
Yeah, because then you're like, why is this? What is this? Why am I? And then you go look it up. You're like, you do a little more research. You figure it out. If it's just a picture of Robbie Williams, you're like, who is this guy?
Much of the marketing, but I assume the clips would feature the songs that we know, like the 3 songs that made it big enough that are known.
But yeah,
I know Candy from. More recently, and I don't think that was in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
They managed to work a lot of songs into the movie, and it made it seem like it was just coming to him at the time, not just like next song.
Yeah, that I mean, there's a lot of things that I liked. I like that it didn't feel like the music didn't feel like it was forced into the movie. Yeah, I think it was. I thought it was pretty good.
So it gets a.
It's
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. So my name is Lee H. Selman.
Why do we always have to say our names?
So that people can remember.
Comedians always say their name before they leave stage.
Yeah.
And I don't. I'm just like.
You just leave?
I often leave. Remember, my closer is me literally running away from stage.
You only did that you did that a little bit at the beginning. You don't do it anymore.
There's often obstructions where I can't run. But if there was like a clear path, I'd be like.
You wearing heels a lot of the time.
And then I'm hosting and I gotta come back. Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm on Drum and Chaka. So
that was a very long intro for you.
You're welcome.
Very long time.
I know you love it.
Thank you for listening to Anxiety Twins. We'll see you next time.